It's not because they have real camaraderie, real sisterhood for each other, even though they want to make it seem that way. Really, it's because they hate each other. Like the
What it do? See me with the crew. Had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move, make a move. Still I gotta move.
If this content is entertaining or informative and helped you in any way, or if you have a video topic request about absolutely anything, send a donation to the Cash App or follow me on social media. Peace. Hey, it's Nate Almighty. Do me a favor. Before you watch the rest of this video, go ahead, hit that bell, man. Subscribe, man. Subscribe. Peace, y'all. It's Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador. Currently walking for 10,000 steps, you know, burning a couple calories in the park and shit. You feel me? I got something to say about women, though. Women are funny creatures, you know. The reason why I say they're funny creatures is because you cannot believe things that a woman says ever. You gotta only believe her actions. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what confuses me about women. Not even confuses. This is what I know for a fact about women. I know for a fact women hate each other. Women hate each other, and they hate each other more than they hate the fact that they love us. I'm not gonna say they hate us. Some women hate men, but most of them just hate the fact that they love us. Because they feel like we have more fun than them. And that's really the only problem they be having with us. They don't understand that being a man comes with a lot of accountability. And men and women truly, intellectually and mentally, cannot be equals until women understand that simple thing. Which is that all the fucked up shit that we do, we know we're doing it. We just choose to do it anyway. Women, they're aware of the fucked up things that they do, but either I'm wrong and some of them don't realize how bad it is, or they don't want to admit it, that what they're doing is wrong, because then they will have to hold themselves accountable and they won't have their safety net of blaming their ex or their father or their stepfather or uncle for touching them. You feel me? But when it comes to the weight thing, when it comes to the weight and women wasting their lives, wasting their 20s, having sex, going to college, which I'm not against, no woman furthering her education, but thinking that a higher education and a higher financial status than a man means that X, Y, and Z is applicable and she gets to do this, that, and the third, and her life is supposed to be the way she wants it to be, and how women think that it's okay to encourage women to do literally whatever they want without having balance. See, that's another thing that an intellectual man understands, is that there's balance. An intellectual man understands that sex is good, but too much sex is bad. Understands that food is good, but too much and the wrong foods are bad. Which brings me to the weight thing, which I want to focus on. But this video is really about every single thing that women do that men feel like is wrong. You know, I'm more reasonable, you know. I feel like women should have the same exact freedoms to make all the same mistakes that men make. However, men have ruled and been leaders for thousands of years. Women have never been leaders for thousands of years. So therefore, I don't feel like men should allow women to take thousands of years to realize they've been fucking up. Because civilization as we know it will be over before we even get halfway there, you know what I'm saying? So at some point, men gonna have to take control, you feel me? Or we give women a couple more years to realize that the things they've been doing and going about is wrong, and then we could conversate with them and work it out, but probably not. But my biggest thing is the weight. Women encourage each other to keep doing bad things and stupid stuff that's gonna end up with them being 40 and lonely with 8 cats in their house, or overweight, about to die at 40 and 50 years old. I understand why, because if you're a man watching this, you had to question why there's almost no women who are like Angela Stanton King or Shahrazad Ali, right? That's another thing. If you got a woman who don't have similar views as those two women, she's for the streets. But the reason why women keep encouraging other women to do mess up things, I figured it out. It's not because they have real camaraderie, real sisterhood for each other, even though they want to make it seem that way. Really, it's because they hate each other. They hate each other and they want to level the playing field, okay? Women are way more confrontational, way more competitive than men. Men just compete in tangible ways. Like, we compete by making sure we're dressed better than the other man, which women do as well. But we compete by working out, those of us who really want to compete. Most women are not doing that. But we compete in more intellectual ways, you feel me? Women feel like they need to compete with us instead of other women. But deep down, they are competing with other women. And this is why they encourage other women to be bad and do bad things and do things that's not going to benefit them. And encourage them to be as free in the bed and what they love in their bodies as possible. Because they want to level the playing field. They hate each other. When I see a woman who you could look at her and tell that she's not as loose as the next woman, she's not as free as the next woman, she's more conservative than the next woman, but she'll go on national TV or she'll be talking amongst a bunch of women and say, hey, listen, do what you want to do, girl. Right? That's their favorite line. Do what you want to do, girl. Put yourself first, girl. Bitch, you better do that for you, right? This is what they do. Every time I see that, deep down in my head, I'm like, ooh, you was a scandalous bitch. You tell her, like when I see women like fakingly joke towards other women about losing weight, in my head, I'm like, you're overweight, she's not. You want her to be overweight like you? So y'all both will be limited to the same caliber of men? And she can't be better than you? These are the things that I think about. Women encourage other women to be low down and disgusting. They encourage other women to waste their time and be loose and wild and free and bad with money and overly sexually liberated because they really want their female counterpart to do bad and do worse than them. They're natural born haters of each other and everyone else. They're natural born haters. Men are natural born haters too. But men are a little more overt about it. Like, it's easier to tell when a nigga is a hater. Women who feel like they have to compete with men, they'll be hating on you and fucking you at the same time. Hating you and fucking you at the same time. Like, I remember I was real broke dealing with my baby moms, right? I got a job for the first time in like 2 years. She was one of the first people I told about it. Do you know we had an argument later and she had the nerve to say like some funny shit. Like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was like something along the lines of, oh, you think you somebody now because you got a job? Some stupid, corny, gutterball, hood rat shit like that. And my dumb ass, I kept fucking after that, but I knew in my head that she wasn't the one and it was never gonna be. Because she's a natural born hater. Like, a bitch will literally be fucking you and be contemplating on taking all your wealth and all your worth. All your wealth and all your worth, man. A chick could be overweight, have diabetes, and still speak to a group of women and say, eat what you want. You ain't fat, you just thick. No, you're fat. And you're not fat because you're a woman. You're fat because you're overeating. You're fat because you don't like to cook and you like to eat McDonald's and Chinese food. Not because you're a woman. It's because you're making the bad choices in your life that lead you to be fat and lonely. And men are fat too. But what's annoying is the fact that we can't even directly talk to women no more about the shit that we don't like without acknowledging the shit that we don't like about ourselves as men. The whole world knows what men do wrong. The whole world knows that men know the fucked up shit that we do. We're always holding ourselves accountable. Our women need to do the same thing. Not for us. Not for us. Women are way too concerned about whether they should be doing things for us or not. The option is always either they doing it for us or them. No, bitch, do it for the kids.